Rangers open the third period with Podubny, Sandstrom, and Eriksson. Patrick and Greshner on the fence. Greshner has played defense throughout the game. Rangers scratching the rookie Terry Karkner. Lucien Deblois also scratched from the lineup. Stu Kulak was scratched. They're all here and healthy. Van Beesbrook plays the boards. Now Greshner. John and I were talking before the start of this third period, and we'll share those thoughts with you about the Rangers' play in this third period. Podubny drops to Sandstrom. He shoots. Save Hextall. Deflected. No, it deflected his side, and Marsh has it. Marsh's long shot is off the glass high. Tocchet bumps Eriksson. Greshner takes the puck. And John, my thoughts to you were the Rangers have to guard against going into a defensive shell, and they haven't thus far. Eriksson just shot it wide.
And he drew a penalty, Sam. I think he had Tocchet on him, and Tocchet dragged Eriksson down. Otherwise, the 2-on-1 would have turned into a breakaway. So the Rangers, with good offensive play in the third period, will start on the power play.
Your financial picture. It's brighter than ever before. But to get where you want to go, you need more than traditional banking. We're Manufacturers Hanover. We'll introduce you to a world of advanced financial services. From banking at home to personal money management, we'll help speed you toward your financial goals. Manufacturers Hanover, the financial source worldwide.
Way up at the top, Eriksson's breaking in. Sandstrom has the puck, and he tries to hit him, and Tocchet had no choice but to drag down Eriksson. Otherwise, he would have had a clean-cut breakaway. So the Rangers start on the power play.
Tocchet for interference at 43 seconds. Rangers' fourth power play of the game. They're 0 for 3 thus far. And again, a key chance for the Rangers to possibly break things wide open here, leading 2-0. Jackson, Dion, McKegney, LaRouche, and Huber on for the Rangers. Jackson's carrying the puck. His pass deflects off prop. Huber drives it around the boards. The far side, Jackson is there. Plays it to McKegney. Checked by Howe. Still loose. McKegney plays it back into the corner. McCrimmon goes to get it and taps it up and out of the zone. Feed is to Howe, coming across the line with Poulin. Howe against Huber. Hit the post. The third post the Flyers have hit in the game. And it deflects to LaRouche. LaRouche moves down. Across the line he comes with Dion. He shoots, hits the outside of the net. To the near side for Podubny. He's tied up by Prop. Dion goes back to Huber. And it was out of the zone. Huber took it back in and shot offside Rangers. 57 seconds to go in the penalty to Rick Tocchet. But again, the Flyers have to be a bit frustrated, hitting 3 posts now in the game.
And it was Howe, while killing a penalty, that joined the play. And you know, as a goaltender, that he's got a fabulous wrist shot. It's almost a 2-on-1. Howe cuts to his forehand side and then shot the puck back against the grain. It had Van Beesbrook beaten, but it hit the goalpost. Watch him cut to the middle, and there's that shot back the other way and basically hit on the outside of the goalpost. You cannot relax when Philadelphia are killing a penalty if you are on the power play.
They've added an assist on the Rangers' second goal. Pierre LaRouche has been given an assist on Ron Duguay's goal, so it now reads Duguay from Maloney and LaRouche at 3:24 of the second period. A goal and an assist for Pierre LaRouche. Duguay across the line. Rangers power play has 40 seconds left. Sandstrom with it. Sandstrom drives it. Save Hextall. Podubny has it. Now Sandstrom comes out of the corner. Back pass to Greshner. Turns and shoots. Save Hextall. A rebound cleared aside by Marsh. Sandstrom works it around. Podubny tied up by Marsh. Podubny centers. Duguay one-handed deflection is stopped by Hextall. Good effort by Ron Duguay. With Crossman all over him, he was still able to poke at the puck and get a shot on Hextall.
Good power play for the Rangers. Greshner always keeps the shot down low, but Podubny couldn't deflect it. Now Marsh had trouble clearing it. Sandstrom, Podubny. Now Podubny's the man that tries to set up Duguay. Podubny with a great effort with Marsh all over him, and Duguay shuffled the puck, and Hextall got there before Sandstrom could. But those three forwards, Podubny, Duguay, and Sandstrom, working well down around that Flyer net, and there has to be concern in the mind of Mike Keenan. I think if his team goes on to lose this game, you may see Zezel back in the lineup before you think. Yes.
Saw Ron Sutter up here in the broadcast booth between periods, and he's a long ways away from being back. And very frustrated. They miss him. 8 seconds to go on the power play.
Misses forechecking more than anything. He's a great forechecker.
Flyers penalty killing has been outstanding. Rangers had 2 shots on goal. Rangers are now 0 for 4 on the power play. 17:10 to go. Third period. Rangers lead 2-0. Greshner almost gave it away. Recovers the puck, Poulin all over him, and it's cleared out.
Poulin's on the ice. You cannot sit behind the net and think that he's not going to go after you. He will go after you all the time. We've seen that in this hockey game, especially since the Flyers trail.
Giles takes it in. Rangers are offside. 16:55 to go. Third period. 2-0 Rangers.
A German engineer's impressions of the Chevrolet Celebrity Eurosport.
Schön, wunderschön, wunderbar, außerordentlich, fantastisch, ungeheuer, fürchterlich, unglaublich.
Celebrity Eurosport, a quick course in German. Every 34 seconds, somebody buys a new Chevy Cavalier. In fact, before this day is through, over 1,000 people will drive away in new Cavaliers. There goes another one.
It's a fine-looking crowd here, but they have been silent. It's a quiet.
That's a nice line.
Huber took it in from outside of the zone. 16:48 left. Rangers 20 shots on goal. Flyers 21. Rangers leading 2-0. Montreal has added to their lead. They've put up 2 goals in the third period. They're ahead of Boston 6-2 now. And Boston just can't seem to break that hex in the playoffs against Montreal.
And last year, Boston, Ray Bourque did not get a goal for that. No points, actually, in that whole series. And Montreal must be doing a job on him. Montreal looking for their 10th straight win, including 9 straight to end the season. And Montreal is a completely healthy hockey club. With Boston, Tellin and Telvin were questionable for tonight. Of course, they're without Kluzak. So there's 3 defensemen that are experienced, and they're hurting back behind the blue line.
LaRouche, Maloney, and Kissio on for the Rangers. Crossman has the puck. Moved out by Daigneault to Kerr. LaRouche sends it into the Flyers zone. Crossman is back for it. Up the near side, Darryl Stanley sends it ahead. Here's Lindsey Carson coming down. In the Rangers zone, Van Beesbrook watches it go off the boards. Giles takes it behind the net. Blocked by Carson. Loose puck. Daigneault after it. Centers. Knocked away by LaRouche. Look where LaRouche was. Coming all the way back.
The Rangers played a 1-4, Sam. Giles is without a stick now.
Giles bumping people. Carson centers. Stanley's deflection goes wide to the near side. Crossman keeps it in for Philadelphia. It's blocked. Pushed out of the zone by LaRouche. He had lost his stick, and he batted it down with his hand all the way down the ice. Icing is called.
LaRouche did a smart thing. He gave Giles his stick. A forward giving the defenseman the stick. The Rangers that time forechecking did something called a 1-4. In other words, they have one man up high. There's LaRouche had just given his stick to Giles. The shot was wide, and Kerr way away from the net. They've kept Kerr away from getting quality shots in this hockey game. 27, Huber on the ice because Kerr was on the ice. That's been some matchup.
16:01 to go in this third period here at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. Rangers leading 2-0. Ron Duguay has one of the goals. Pierre LaRouche has the other. They came in a span of 27 seconds in the second period. Flyers have hit the post 3 times in this game. Once by Mark Howe here in the third period in a shorthanded situation.
Duguay 4 for 4 in the second period, winning faceoffs in his own zone, and he's 1 for 1 here in the third period.
Melnick moves it around to McPhee, who clears the zone. Marsh back for the puck. Jan Eriksson right with him. Marsh moves it up quickly to Rick Tocchet. Tocchet pushes it out to Murray Craven, and Craven comes down. Craven against Price. Drops it off to Craig Berube. It's sent around near side. Craven tied up by Duguay. And Duguay able to clear the zone all the way down. This will be an icing call on the Rangers. Samuelson is back to make the touch. 15:30 to go in the third period. Rangers 2 and the Flyers nothing.
Chocolate is scrumptious when it crunches. That's why I love Nestle Crunch. Milk chocolate, that's creamy, blending crispies, ooh, so dreamy. Gotta have it, it's so scrumptious. Love that chocolate when it crunches. Crunches. Chocolate is scrumptious when it crunches. That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
On the NHL playoff scoreboard, Washington still leading the Islanders 3-1. That's in the third, and Montreal 6, Boston 2 in the third. Save Van Beesbroek off the shot by Mark Howe.
Duguay lost that face-off. Kerr beat him cleanly. Kerr being double shifted here in the third period. He's on the big line. He wins this draw right back, and you'll see the Flyers. Howe with a rare slap shot that Van Beesbroek allowed to come to him. He did not panic when the puck seemingly slipped away from him. He just reached up casually, grabbed the loose puck, and held on for a face-off. Good position by Van Beesbroek for the shot. There he's lined up again for a shot. All set to see what would happen.
Greshner to Patrick, and Patrick moves up. Finds McKegney open. And he dumps it in the Flyers zone. Hextall roves to play it. Around the boards near side for Brian Propp. Propp turns, and the Rangers back off. Kerr hit by his own man, Mark Howe. Greshner has the puck. 5 minutes gone by in the third period. Rangers 2 and the Flyers nothing. Brad McCrimmon has it. McCrimmon moves slowly into the Rangers zone and dumps it in the corner and chases. Patrick slows him up. Puck is loose. Poulin checked by McKegney. Puck is still loose. Kick free by Poulin to McCrimmon. McCrimmon drops it back into the corner. McKegney staying with Poulin. Again kick free. This time Patrick has it. Feed to McPhee. McPhee to the Flyers line and dumps it in. Flyers take it back. Rangers change. Mark Howe has the puck. To Pelly Eklund. Giles on him. Side of the net. Van Beesbroek pokes at it. Huber with a good check on Derek Smith, and the Rangers move out. Erickson against Daigneault. Drop to Podubny. He shoots. It's blocked by Daigneault. Sandstrom comes over. Podubny in the corner. Tied up by Cindersallo. Daigneault works it free, but Erickson takes it back. Centers off the stick of Hextall, and Daigneault is able to get it to Eklund. Dangerous move. Great setup. Great play by Erickson. Here's Daigneault in the zone. Still there. Offside Flyers. Exactly 14 minutes to go in the third period. Rangers leading 2-0. This program is authorized by Madison Square Garden Productions Incorporated solely for the entertainment of our audience. Any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this event, including the imposition of a charge for viewing the program without the expressed written consent of Madison Square Garden Productions Incorporated, is prohibited. There's another man who's had playoff experience.
7 years in Minnesota in the playoffs. Every single year was Kurt Giles. He leaves, comes to the Rangers this year. He's in the playoffs. Where's Minnesota? Gone fishing. They're out of the playoffs. So Giles, it didn't help the Minnesota organization, luck-wise or whatever, that Giles wasn't there. He helped the Rangers. He's been very, very steady in this game.
And that is something, as we've pointed out, that Phil Esposito is counting on, this experience factor. McKegney having been in the playoffs. Dion has been in the playoffs. Giles has been in the playoffs. Of course, LaRouche and Duguay. And the Rangers that were here.
And the Rangers have taken only one, what you would call a questionable or lazy penalty, and that was when Ron Duguay hauled down Craven in the first period on a face-off to the left of Van Beesbroek. Other than that, they have not played a lazy hockey game.
Huber, nice stand-up check against Derek Smith. Giles finds the loose puck and moves out of the zone. Pass deflected off Lindsey Carson. Huber gets to the puck and lifts it up into the Flyers zone. Batted away by McCrimmon, kept in by Sandstrom. Hextall stops it for Mark Howe.
Boy, the pace is exactly what the Rangers want. There's been no quick pace by the Flyers, and therefore they haven't forechecked, and here they ice the puck as Taka couldn't get to it. The pace is exactly what the Rangers want for a road game. It's the way that the level they're playing at is what the Flyers are playing at.
Hey, Willie, did you read what Joe Donnelly wrote in New York Newsday?
He can write, but he can't hide.
No, Marty, he wants relief.
Well, tell me this, Joe. What's sports writing all about?
Keeping your eye on the ball, Mick.
New Yorkers are getting to know the New York Newsday sports writers the Yankees have known all along. New York Newsday.
On top of the news.
And ahead of the times.
Concern on the face of Coach Mike Keenan, who was a lot more relaxed this year, laid back off his men a little bit.
He put the Flyers through a training camp, a mini training camp the last week. Not only skating on the ice, but also in the weight room, an hour a day after the skating practice. To prepare them. Exactly. He really believes in conditioning. But the Rangers have not allowed the Flyers to get their forechecking flow in order at all in this hockey game. And Flyers, every time they come down the ice, they're running into a bunch of blue, red, and white jerseys.
Here's Marsh coming in. His shot, sharp angle, stopped by Van Beesbroek. Dion tried to move it out, kept in by Crossman. Prop shot deflects wide. Kissio on the near side just dumps it out of the zone. 12:35 to go in the third period. Rangers leading 2-0. Shots on goal, 24 for the Flyers, 20 for the Rangers. Van Beesbroek has been outstanding and has gotten help from the post 3 times. Greshner trying to move it. Has it. Got past Eklund. Now Dion for Jeff Jackson. Jackson moves in against McCrimmon. Jackson goes down. McCrimmon goes for the puck. Gave it away to Kissio. Now McCrimmon gets it back. Jackson comes over to help out. Kissio digging for it. Puck is still loose. Knocked into the corner. Good play by McCrimmon to take it away and send it out. Here's Prop moving down. Prop in the middle. Eklund left, Sinisalo right. Prop sandwiched by Patrick and Greshner. Greshner takes the puck away. Kept in along the boards. Greshner gets it back and sends out Maloney. Maloney against Howe. Long shot. Blocked by Howe. It's into the crowd. 11:43 to go in the third period. Rangers leading 2-0 in the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. The Caps have added to their lead in the third period. They now lead the New York Islanders 4-1.
Former Ranger Mike Ridley, watch the move here on Steve Conroy as he's on the outside. He goes around, shields off the defenseman Conroy, shows his balance, one hand on the stick, and puts it past Kelly Rudy, who had gone down reaching for the puck. A beautiful play, and the Capitals, with Pete Peters, who's been hot in goal, lead the Islanders by 3 in the third period.
What a strong move by Ridley. Keeping his balance, Conroy all over him.
Conroy's a strong individual himself.
A couple of other scores that we pass along to you. St. Louis now has a 2-0 lead over Toronto in the second period, and Edmonton now leads LA 1-0 in the first period. Shot by LaRouche is deflected up into the crowd, stopping play.
LA losing right now to Edmonton 1-0. Gretzky did not play the last game of the year for Edmonton. He had banged up his foot, and he had a bad toe as he had banged into the boards with his skate, and Paul Coffey's playing with a sore shoulder. So Edmonton know that they want to eliminate Los Angeles in as few games as possible to make sure they're healthy.
LaRouche on with Maloney and Duguay. LaRouche and on the draw with Craven. Flyers come out. Huber takes the puck away from Craven, plays it to the boards. Tim Kerr sends it around. Near side. Poulin is over there, tied up with Duguay, out to the point. Crossman shot blocked by Huber. Boy, has Huber been steady on defense tonight. Knocked away by Daigneault to Kerr. 11:20 to go in the third period as Kerr comes in. Rangers leading 2-0. Poulin toward the net, off the stick of Van Beesbroek. It hits Kerr. Huber is there. Now Craven works it free. Kerr couldn't tee it up. Huber stays with him and moves it up the boards. Crossman trying to keep it in. He battles with LaRouche along the boards. Over comes Huber.
It's that first period. We talked about it, Sam, that area. Once again, the puck gets up near the blue line. The Flyers pinch, and the Rangers have to get the puck out right there, and they did.
Rangers called for icing, but on that last pressure by the Flyers, Huber made 3 outstanding plays, and he was all over the place. He was up near the blue line, back behind the net, and along the sideboards to make the play and clear the puck out of danger. Weekdays at 3, Jack Lord fights Trouble in Paradise on Hawaii 5-0, immediately followed at 4 by the smooth private eye Barnaby Jones. Together, they're partners against crime in Channel 9's most arresting lineup.
You saw Huber play last year in the playoffs a lot more than I did, and I understand he had an outstanding playoff run.
Yeah. He was one of the key men in the Rangers' defeat of the Flyers and the Caps because of his steady play on defense.
He's +1 in this hockey game. He was on the ice when Duguay scored that even strength goal.
Duguay, who's had a fine game, plays it up the boards past Marsh. Samuelson goes back to take the puck with Eriksson forechecking.
Correction, +2. Both goals were even strength, and Huber was on the ice for both of them for the Rangers.
Penalty is called behind the play on the New York Rangers. 10:32 to go, third period. Rangers leading.
Like many before, you came here asking for just one thing.
Sadowski. Shiboski.
A chance.
Pronounced Shiboski. You're gonna make it here, 'cause you make America work, and this is for you.
Here's to you, Beechwood Age, for that clean, crisp taste
Hey, Sid.
that says Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
Melnick taking up his man in front of the net. It's a smart dive, and Melnick gets called for tripping at 9:28 of the third period. So Philadelphia trailing by 2. A key part of the hockey game. They put Eklund on the left side. Now, he's the man who likes to carry the puck between the blue lines when Philadelphia is on a power play, and when he gets into the Rangers zone, he likes to set things up.
Third power play of the game for the Flyers. They're 0 for 2. Kerr, Eklund, Prop, Crossman, and Howe for Philadelphia. Kissio, Eriksson, Patrick, and Greshner for the Rangers. Van Beesbroek has it go by him. Patrick bumps with Eklund. Eriksson digging for it along with Prop. Eklund back to Howe, deflected by Kissio. Good play. 10:15 to go. Third period. Rangers leading 2-0. Howe comes down the boards. Hooked and slowed down by Eriksson. Patrick knocks it away. Eriksson moves it up the boards. Prop couldn't play it. Out comes Eriksson with Kissio on the right. Crossman back as Kissio moves in. Feet across to Greshner. He moves in. He shoots. Save Hextall. And he's got to cover the rebound. No whistle. So he keeps it alive and plays it to Howe. Minute 18 to go on the power play for the Flyers. Eriksson deflected the pass up into the Flyers bench. Stopping play with 9:49 to go in the third period.
Flyers having trouble completing a pass. The Rangers broke out of the zone on a fine individual effort by Kissio. And when he got over the Flyer blue line, he saw Greshner closing in from behind. He set up Greshner for the shot, and then the Flyers controlled the puck, and they had trouble making a pass. I think the Flyers can feel the heat right here. Bossy scores to make it 4-2. He's back in the lineup after missing, I believe, 11 games. Correction, a few games. What a shot. Wow. Over top of the left shoulder. Pete Peters through the screen of Stevens. What a brilliant shot. Bossy's back.
Patented Mike Bossy, that quick shot, quick release into the corner. Flyers power play. Craven bumping with Giles. Sinisalo has the puck. Chased by Duguay. Sinisalo still with it. Maloney takes it away with a brilliant play. Out with Duguay. Deflected by Poulin. And Duguay fires it into the Flyers zone. 50 seconds to go in the penalty to Larry Melnick. 9:20 to go in the third period. Rangers leading 2-0. Craven sends it in. Past Van Beesbroek, near side. Tocchet back around behind the net for Sinisalo. He's checked by Giles. Huber moves it for Maloney, and he clears the zone.
The Rangers brilliant at controlling the boards. And they're playing in a very, very tough arena to be able to do that in the Spectrum against a rugged hockey club. Look at that. Another play along the boards. And the Rangers control the puck.
Giveaway. Eriksson moves in. Eriksson toward the net. Gloved by Hextall. Keeps it alive. Fires it out of the zone. Missed connection with Poulin. Greshner sends it back the other way. Hit the referee McCreary. Daigneault sends it out. Almost hit McCreary again. Greshner takes it back. 5 seconds to go in Melnick's penalty. Greshner double teamed. And Melnick is back. Teams are at full strength. 8.5 minutes to go. Third period. Rangers lead 2-0. Flyers are 0 for 3 on the power play.
The Flyers are looking like the Rangers did the last 2 weeks of the season.
Dion comes out with a puck. Tied up by Dave Brown, and McPhee sends it in. Hextall stops the puck. Drops it back for Howe. His pass blocked by Sandstrom. Moved in front. McCrimmon is there, and he sends out Brown. Brown knocked away by Dion. Good play, and Sandstrom sends it into the Flyers zone. 8 minutes to go in the third period. 2-0 Rangers. Goals by LaRouche and Duguay. 27 seconds apart in the second period. Brown across the line. He slowed up. Carson went offside. 7:51 to go. Third period. Rangers lead it.
Come drive a Mazda RX-7 SE. This new model has the legendary RX-7 performance. It comes with power steering, aluminum wheels, and AM/FM stereo cassette standard. And now it comes with Mazda cash incentives that can save you hundreds. So come on.
Come drive a Mazda. One drive will make a difference.
Get a great deal at your local Mazda dealer today.
7:51 to go in the third period here at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. Rangers leading 2-0. And the Flyers now 0 for 3 on their power play and have not had a shot on goal in any of the 3 power play opportunities. Around the boards, Hextall stops the puck for J.J. Daigneault.
See LaRouche up high, forechecking, not chasing behind the net. The other Rangers are back. They are trying to play a smart, disciplined game, and they have to this point.
Stood up well at the blue line to break up the rush.
Right.
Here's Duguay coming down. Daigneault back. Long shot stopped by Hextall. Keeps it alive into the corner. Daigneault bumped there by Maloney. Taken by Pelle Eklund. Gets it to Brian Propp. Checked by Duguay. He turns. Propp in control. Feeds Daigneault. Price at the line to meet Daigneault. Melnick sends it out of the zone. Race for the puck is on. Howe gets back there, but a good defensive play by Pat Price.
Flyers are not dumping it in. They're trying to carry it over the blue line, and the Rangers are standing up to them.
Propp against Patrick along the boards. Patrick clears the zone.
That's 3 times this shift, Sam. The Flyers have tried to carry it over the blue line, and 3 times there was a wall of Rangers meeting them, and they have not gotten inside the tops of the Rangers' circles.
6:52 to go in the third period. Rangers called for icing as the puck is brought down. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. Please join Madison Square Garden in the fight against child abuse. Send your donation to CAP 87, GPO Box 1987, New York, New York 10116.
The wives of the Rangers and the Knickerbockers and their girlfriends very involved with child abuse for a number of years now. And congratulate them for their involvement.
Shots here in the third period. Flyers have 5, total 25 in the game. Rangers have 4, total 22. Craven and Duguay on the draw. Kicked out to Howe. Howe moves in. Howe shoots wide. Off the glass, around the boards and out of the zone. 6:40 to go in this third period. Eriksson, what a battle with McCrimmon. Good effort by Jan Eriksson. Derek Smith feeds Murray Craven. Comes in against Greshner. Craven leaves it. That shot by Derek Smith over the top. Greshner gets to the puck. Nice play by Craven, setting up Derek Smith. Greshner takes it down. Cross the line against Brad McCrimmon. Greshner moves in. Greshner very dangerous when he makes that move. Very sneaky. A great stick handler. Sandstrom along the boards. Puts it in front. Hextall dives for it. Missed it. Rangers keep it in. Podubny almost had a chance as Jackson did a good job of keeping it in the zone. Huber comes on in with some room. Drops it off for Jeff Jackson. Back in front for Dion. He shoots. He's stopped by Hextall. Good save. 5:50 to go in the third period. Flyers come out to center. Poulin with the puck. Poulin across the line against Huber. Poulin centers. Broken up by Giles in front. Kissio dumps it out.
The Rangers looking like the better conditioned hockey club here in the third period. The Rangers had just a bad, as those players stopped here for a high stick, but a bad last month in third periods. In fact, I think their last 12 third periods, the Rangers outscored the opposition twice. But here in this third period, it's Mike Keenan's team that seem to be dragging. They've had to shorten their bench and go with Propp and Poulin and Kerr, and there's not as much zip to it. And a big cheer. You see all the Rangers looking up at the clock. It's now Los Angeles 2, Edmonton 1.
That's a surprise.
Oh, man.
Well, there are people who have felt that the LA Kings might surprise Edmonton and take them to a long series. And right now, they're off to a good start. Calgary's gotten a jump on Winnipeg. That's 1-0 in Calgary, excuse me, in the first game of that best-of-7 series. Right now, it's LaRouche, Maloney, and Duguay. 5:33 to go, third period. Rangers leading 2-0. LaRouche wins it. Melnick lifts it up. Back behind the goal line. Marsh is there. Tapped out to center. Craven. Nice feed. Carson knocked away by Price. Carson into the corner. Winds it behind the net. Marsh is there. Now it's Craven. Marsh sets up in front. The puck deflects to Duguay, and he comes out. Across for LaRouche. Into the corner. Maloney after it. He's tied up. Battles with Samuelson. Carson clears the zone. 5 minutes to go in the third period.
The Rangers play defense. They've given Philadelphia 5 shots in the third period. It's an astounding number considering they're on the road and going against a team that has had just a fabulous home record all season long.
Outstanding effort thus far. Rangers leading 2-0. Sandstrom lost the puck. Samuelson sends it out for Poulin. Lead is for Propp across the line. Trailing is Kerr. Propp. Pass was blocked beautifully by James Patrick. Outstanding play. 4.5 minutes to go in the third period as Greshner moves the puck out to Eriksson. Sandstrom is ahead. The feed is cross ice for Podubny. Podubny gets to the puck. Holds it. Podubny waits. Shot is high and knocked down. The rebound. Sandstrom just tipped it wide. Howe has the puck. Good pressure there by the Rangers. Intercepted by Giles in center. Fires it back into the Flyer zone. Howe is back for it. McPhee forechecking. Around the boards for Poulin. Crossman carries with 4 minutes to go in the third period. Crossman across the line. Wrist shot knocked away with a blocker. Derek Smith along the boards. Tied up by Huber. McPhee gets to the puck. Sends it around the boards and out of the zone.
The last time the puck was in the Flyers zone, you mentioned McPhee forechecking. He finished his check on Howe. Howe's a key player for the Flyers. This could be a long series, so you have to finish your checks all the time, and McPhee did that.
Derek Smith moves in, can't beat Melnick. Melnick moves it right back out to center. It's sent across by Marsh for Sinisalo. They're offside. 3:33 to go. Third period at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. Rangers lead 2-0.
Give me a light.
That's not correct, Steve. Don't just ask for a light beer.
Come on, give me a light.
You asked for it, Steve.
Bud Light!
Yes, Steve. Bud Light. The light beer with the first name and taste.
Don't just ask for a light.
Bud Light, because everything else is just a light, Steve.
Yeah, I mean on this board. On the playoff scoreboard, first final, Montreal defeats Boston 6-2 at the Forum and leads the series 1-0. Washington still leading the Islanders 4-2 in the third period at the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. Correction on that score we gave you before. It's Winnipeg leading Calgary 1-0 in the first period in Calgary.
Nick Fotiu not dressed for Calgary. He was hit in the midsection, the second last game of the year, and he will be out at least another 10 days.
Maloney, nice pass. Duguay moves in against Marsh. Duguay shoots, hits the outside of the net. Duguay with a puck, try to center, hits the back of the net again. Takes a hard hit from Carson. Puck on the back of the net, and the faceoff will be outside the zone with 3:19 to go. Good chance for Duguay. LaRouche was streaking in on the right side. Duguay took the shot and was stopped. Ron Duguay with one of the 2 goals in the game. LaRouche has a goal and an assist. Maloney has an assist. The 2 goals coming 27 seconds apart early in the second period at 2:57 and 3:24. And John Van Beesbroek has made 25 saves in the game as the Rangers lead 2-0 with 3:19 to go in the third period. Game 2 tomorrow night here at the Spectrum. We'll be on the air on WOR TV Channel 9 live at 7:30 with Game 2, the Rangers and the Flyers. Again, the puck deflected up into the crowd. 3:15 remaining in this third period. It's double duty from Channel 9's own sports team, Steve and Al Albert. Keep up with the scores on News 9 Primetime immediately following tonight's game, I should say. Samuelson forces his way into the Rangers zone. Price, who's been very steady on defense,
yes, he has.
Clearing it out.
He and Melnick have been paired all hockey game long.
LaRouche's one-handed pass was broken up. Carson and Duguay battle in the corner. Less than 3 minutes to go in the third period. Marsh,
the Rangers, Sam, have been able to use. Whoa, here we go.
Stolen by LaRouche, and he moves in. LaRouche dekes, he shoots, he scores! Pierre LaRouche with his second goal of the game, and the Rangers lead 3-0.
LaRouche, who did not score at all during the last 10 games of the season. He did not get many points, has 2 goals and an assist in this hockey game. Marsh with a bad pass at his own blue line. Duguay stays onside, and watch the magic of the hands. Boom, 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 and Hextall is going the wrong way, and it's in the net in a 3-0 lead. Watch the hands. 1 or 2 little moves. Hextall dropped down, did not reach out with the stick far enough. There's the pass by Marsh, a lateral pass near his own blue line, a dreadful mistake, and LaRouche was right there, and he completed the miscue by Brad Marsh. I was saying earlier that the Rangers, with their defensemen all playing well, Esposito's been able to rotate all 6 of them.
Loose puck off a good check by Derek Smith. It's taken by Podubny. 2.5 minutes to go. Third period, 3-0 Rangers. Brad Marsh, chased by Sandstrom. He gets away. Podubny sending it back to Erickson. Knocked away by Marsh for Derek Smith. He couldn't play it. Patrick has it. 2:15 to go as Erickson moves in against Shell Samuelson. Erickson still with a puck. Fine effort by Jan Erickson. Comes around in front. Erickson toward the net, deflected. Podubny put it on goal, and Hextall smothers it in the crease with 2:03 to go. Third period at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. The Rangers leading 3-0.
blood thunder. It's revved up and coming at you.
Dion on the faceoff, knocks it ahead. McCrimmon has it. The Rangers' third goal is LaRouche's second of the game, unassisted at 17-13. So LaRouche has had 2 unassisted goals.
Berube, Stanley, and Kerr on the ice. 3 Giants. Berube and Stanley now. You have to be aware of the Flyers when they're ahead trailing 3-0 late in a hockey game. In a long series, they may try to really grind it out here.
Icing called with 1:34 to go. What a defensive effort by the New York Rangers here, shutting down the Philadelphia Flyers. And not only the fine goaltending by John Van Beesbroek, which has been outstanding, and once again they have to be talking to themselves. Remember the job Van Beesbroek did last year against them in the first round of the playoffs. But besides that, the overall checking of the Rangers has been superb.
Tom Webster, who is the coach of the Rangers, stated that they've worked a lot defensively in practice the last couple of days. Now, if they didn't do it as a team, they would be in big trouble. And the Rangers have worked well as a team here. The centermen, who are not defensive on the Rangers, have come back, and when a winger collapses deep, the centerman's gone over and covered that point man. They've gotten to the loose pucks in front of Van Beesbroek after he's made the first save. And, collectively, all 20 players here have been very involved. Even Bob Froh is helping coach on the bench.
He's given Phil Esposito, Wayne Cashman, Tom Webster his ideas and his knowledge about the Flyers and the years that he spent with Philadelphia.
The Flyers have Tocchet and Berube and Stanley on the ice. Brown. Not one of those guys are a centerman.
And they're playing offense here. Cleared away by Melnick. Shot by Samuelson. Knocked down with a blocker by Van Beesbroek. Dion clears it down the ice. The rolling puck is wide of the net. This will be an icing as Samuelson makes the touch. 1:19 to go in the third period. Don't forget, tomorrow night, right back here at the Spectrum in Philadelphia, Game 2 of this best-of-7 series begins at 7:30. Games 3 and 4 at Madison Square Garden over the weekend. Saturday night, game time is 8:30. You can watch the game on Madison Square Garden Network beginning at 8 o'clock with game night. Sunday night, game time is 7:30, and we'll be on the air on Madison Square Garden Network at 7 o'clock with game night.
Duguay has won 5 of 7. Make that 6 of 8 now in the third period. He's had a lot of ice time taking faceoffs and has controlled them really well.
Back into the corner. Berube jumps all over Kissio. It's knocked free. Dave Brown along the boards. Berube and Kissio in the corner. Now Brown goes for the puck. Melnick on him. Less than a minute to go in the third period. 3-0 Rangers. McPhee and Duguay. Duguay against Marsh. The shot goes wide. Hextall taps it over to Marsh. Marsh knocked out of the zone by Tocchet. Greshner gets to the puck. And McPhee gave it away to Samuelson. 40 seconds to go. Samuelson gave it right back to McPhee. Patrick bangs it off the boards. Sandstrom has the puck. 30 seconds to go. Penalty called on the Flyers. As they reached at Sandstrom. And it's a slash on Rick Tocchet, who reached out at Sandstrom.
And broke his stick on the play. You see here, Poulin and Prop and Howe have not played much here in the last couple of minutes. And I think it's a situation where Keenan knows he's not going to win this game. They're trailing by 3. And it's a game tomorrow night. And the energy has to be reserved for the next outing.
Tocchet for slashing at 19:32, his third penalty of the game. And the Rangers have done it again. They have walked into Philadelphia and surprised the Philadelphia Flyers and gotten off to a great start here in the playoffs. On the scoreboard, Washington leading the Islanders 4-2 in the third. Quebec and Hartford now tied 2-2. That's in the third. Montreal defeated Boston 6-2. St. Louis leading Toronto 3-1 late in the second period. Detroit leading Chicago 2-0 in the third. And I believe Greg Steffen is the difference in that series. L.A. has gone ahead of Edmonton 2-1 in the first period, and Winnipeg and Calgary are 1-1 in the first.
And Esposito just took Sandstrom off the ice and put Duguay there against Berube, which is a smart play. 28 seconds left. There's no sense in Sandstrom for the Rangers. Ending up with a welt or a loss in a scrap or something. The Rangers on the power play now.
They're 0 for 4 in the game, but their penalty killing has been outstanding. Did not allow a shot on goal in 3 Flyer power plays. Patrick moving in, tries to center, gets there, drop pass for Podubny, behind the back shot. Now LaRouche's shot deflects over the top. Hextall may have gotten a piece of that one with a stick. Good chance by the Rangers, but this one is all over. The New York Rangers have gotten a jump on the Flyers in this best-of-7 Patrick Division Stanley Cup playoff series. The Rangers have come into the Spectrum in Philadelphia, where they played very well this season, John, and they've beaten the Flyers again and shut them out 3-0.
With Van Beesbrook playing well, and as the game wore on, the defense of the Rangers as a unit played extremely well. The Flyers only 6 shots in the third period.
The Rangers win it 3-0. We'll be right back.